Randomize here for the filler. I've decided to try a new method here. We have the box open. I'll be throwing them in here so that it doesn't go off the screen as much.
And before it goes off the screen at the top and bottom of the box anyway?
If it does that, I'll be pretty upset, but doing my best.
There you go. I think that'll work.
There we go.
It's like almost entirely on screen.
Let's try it to see the randomizations for the cereals. And we have 7 randomizations for those entries. Seven randomizations. Let's get it going.
Apparently, if you want to be grossed out, look up UFC 261 leg injury.
Yeah. I'm not going to be doing that right now. Alrighty. We have it. Here we go. And the person who's number 1 has 0. And then Bradley with the 10 on this chat has 9 because that's how that is how that one or that filler or the random.org works. Alrighty. We are back with the Prizm basketball 12 card Prizm basketball pick your team plus serial filler.
Woo. 144 cards. Let's go.
Let's go is right. And so we don't get this night ending. We have 11 spots left in the Prizm Football Hobby 1-box team random. Those are $51 after the 15% off with promo code 15SAT.
Those are some thick packs.
Thick packs is right. Alrighty. And the filler teams are the Grizzlies, the Timberwolves, the Kings, the Spurs, and the Wizards.
And the Raptors. Or, no, I'm sorry. My mistake.
No problem. Xavier Tillman of the Memphis Grizzlies, our first filler of the evening. That ends in a 9, number 299, so that will be going to Bradley. So I kind of need to keep them because I run them down after.
Got it.
Sorry. Peyton Pritchard of the Celtics going to Jen. Fred Van Vliet of the Raptors. Hassan Whiteside of the Trailblazers. Lauri Markkanen of the Bulls. Damian Lillard of the Trailblazers. Oops, looks like we have an auto right off the bat here. Let's see who that is. And it is going to be nope, not an auto, just the Kevin Love Red Prizm. And that card is going to be going to to Jax the Ripper. Jax the Ripper getting that red right there. Followed up by a gold Shabazz Napier. And that is going to be, that's a Wizards. So that's a filler. And that's 46 out of 49. 46 out of 49. And that is going to Chad. I'll just give them to you and then we'll run them down. We'll run down the fillers differently.
Okay.
Then a widescreen Anthony Davis of the Lakers going to Jen. Followed by a Klay Thompson of the Warriors. Then we have Joe Harris of the Nets and Kobe White of the Bulls to finish that pack up. The Kira Lewis Jr. rookie going to Lucas with the Timberwolves. Followed by Markelle Fultz of the Magic, DeAndre Jordan of the Nets, Kevin Garnett of the Timberwolves, Brandon Ingram of the Pelicans, the silver Malcolm Brogdon of the Pacers, Jaylen Brown hollow with the Boston Celtics. That's going to Jen. Then we have a fearless Kyrie Irving. That's going to be going to Mr. CEO. Followed up by a Danilo Gallinari of the Thunder, Allen Iverson of the Sixers, Jeff Teague of the Hawks going to Jax, and Montrezl Harrell of the Clippers going to Jen. On to our third pack of this Prizm PYT plus serial filler. Jameis Ramsey of the Kings. That's going to be number 263, and that's going to be going to Lucas. Then we have Bobby Portis of the Knicks. Came in like a wrecking ball of LaMelo Ball of the Hornets going to Dr. D.
There you go.
There we go. Heated it up in the chat. Thanks for throwing the flames. They're on the left. Michael, you have filler number 4.
Wow.
Jimmy Butler of the Heat, Seth Curry of the Mavs, Al Horford of the Sixers, Emmanuel Mudiay of the Jazz. Then we have a red, and that is going to be a red Langston Galloway of the Pistons, followed up
that LaMelo Ball is selling between 150 and 200.
Nice. Love to see that. Then we have a Toronto Raptors. That's going to be Malachi Flynn. That's going to be an RC auto right there. Nice hit. Nice hit on that. And that's going to be going to Jordan. Next up, we have Reggie Bullock for the Knicks, Kevin Porter Jr. for the Cavs, and Zach Collins for the Trailblazers.
That Malachi Flynn's going between 42 and 50.
Nice. Ricky Rubio for the Phoenix Suns going to Lucas. Terrell Terry RC for Dallas. And that is Jax. Followed up by Christian Wood of the Pistons. Looks like we have a red in here. Derek Favors. Nemanja Bjelica of the Sacramento Kings. That's one of the fillers. And that is going to be number 190. It ending in 0 goes to Dominic. Followed by Aaron Gordon of the Magic and Max Kleber of the Dallas Mavericks going to Jax. Followed by an Avery Bradley hollow going of the Lakers. Then we have a downtown Jimmy Butler for the Miami Heat. The downtown Jimmy Butler going to Lucas. Followed up with a Trae Young base, Josh Hart base for the Pelicans, and Will Barton base for Denver. We have a Josh Green RC for Dallas going to Jax. Followed up by Derrick Rose, Josh Jackson, Darius Baisley, Kemba Walker of the Celtics. Oops, sorry, that Josh Jackson is a filler, and that is number 106. So that is going to Chad. Chad with the Josh Jackson. Darius Baisley of the Thunder, Kemba of the Celtics, Jay Crowder Hollow of the Miami Heat, followed by a downtown Kyle Lowry. That's a pretty looking card. And then a Luka Doncic Fireworks. That Kyle Lowry going to Jax, and the Luka going to Jax as well with the Mavs. Followed up by Buddy Hield for the Kings. That's going to be a filler, 36. That is going to Chad as well. Followed by Chris Paul of the Thunder, Kristaps Porzingis of the Mavs, and Drew Holiday of the Pelicans. Alrighty, we have Patrick Williams of the Chicago Bulls going to Daniel. Then we have Serge Ibaka of the Raptors. Looks like we have a blue in here. Goran Dragic of the Heat. Josh Richardson of the 76ers. Shabazz Napier of the Wizards. And that is going to 193 going to Lucas. Lucas on that filler. Followed by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander of the Thunder going to Lucas. Then Wendell Carter Jr. of the Bulls going to Dan. Followed up by DeMar DeRozan, blue. That is the Spurs. That's a filler. And that is going to be 49 out of 125 going to Bradley. Then we have Zion. Here we go. Zion Williamson of the New Orleans Pelicans. That's going to Lucas. That's the throwback. I believe that card's pretty valuable if you'll look that up for us, Dubs. Then we have a Luka of the Mavs. That Luka going to Jax. Followed up by Tristan Thompson for the Cavs. And Gordon Hayward of the Celtics. All right, halfway through on break 551, the Prizm Pick Your Team plus Serial Filler. We have Mikal Bridges of the Phoenix Suns, Tyrese Halliburton RC for the Kings, and this is one of the filler. What a great one to get right here. That's going to be 262 going to Brian. 262 going to Brian right there. Then we have Jabari Parker of the Kings, also part of the filler. That's going to be number 220 going to Dominic. 220 going to Dominic. Then we have Dwight Howard of the Lakers going to Jen. Andrew Wiggins of the Warriors going to Chad. Jaylen Brown of the Celtics going to Jen. And a red Paul Millsap of the Nuggets. That's going to Mike. Followed by a blue Kevin Durant going to Mr. CEO.
It's Zion Williamson's between 32 and 40.
Nice. And that blue Kevin Durant, 61 out of 199. Then we have the fearless Scottie Pippen, DeAndre Ayton for the Suns, Dallas, Dorian Finney-Smith of the Mavericks, and Tyus Jones of the Grizzlies. That Tyus Jones, 21, going to Donald. We have Jaden McDaniels with the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's going to be one of the fillers, and that is number 277 going to Sean. Followed up by Jalen Smith, RC of the Phoenix Suns, going to Lucas. Jordan Poole of the Warriors, PJ Washington of Charlotte, Kevin Knox II of the Knicks, Tyus Jones of the Grizzlies, hollow, and that is going to be number 21. That is going to Donald. Followed up by Jordan Poole of the Warriors, the downtown Donovan Mitchell of the Jazz, followed by Malcolm Brogdon. That downtown going to Ronnie. Then we have Robert Williams III, Frank Kaminsky, and Eric Bledsoe. Alrighty, we have 4 packs left in this break. Break number 551. Pick your team plus the serial filler. And we have an Anthony Edwards RC right there. And that's one of the fillers. Let's see who we are getting that. That is going to be 258 going to Mr. CEO. Then we have Evan Fournier of the Magic, Jordan Nora of the Bucks, and that is going to Brian. Daniel Teese of the Celtics going to Jen. Miles Bridges of the Hornets, Jordan Clarkson of the Jazz, Steph Curry of the Warriors. Then we have a red. That's the Eric Paschal red right there going to Chad. And then we have a rookie signatures, Robert Woodard II for the Kings. And that is going to be RSRW2, rookie signatures RW2, because... So this one we are going to be randoming off because that 2 stands for Robert Woodard II, because those are typically the initials of the player. So we will be raffling off this one, or randomizing this one for the serial filler. Aaron Holiday against Dort of the Thunder and Royce O'Neal. Yeah, that is the Kevin Paschal Looney card. So weird how they can make that mistake, but you'd think they'd have enough people looking at them. Random for the serial filler spots. Thanks for clarifying that, Joe Mama. Bradley Beal with the Wizards. That's number 230 going to Dominic. Followed by Malachi Flynn, RC. Then Jake Layman of the Timberwolves. That's going to be 245 going to Chad. Then Vince Carter of the Raptors. Derek White of the Spurs. That's number 174 going to Mikey. Followed by Shake Milton of the 76ers. Then we have red Marvin Bagley III right there of the Kings. Another filler card, filler team, and that is going to be 172. That's going to Brian.
No out of for that red?
No out of.
All right.
Then we have Kentavious Caldwell-Pope for the Lakers, a Chris Paul Fireworks, Cameron Johnson for the Suns, followed by Rudy Gay and Blake Griffin. Two packs to go. in break number 551. Remember, tonight only 15% off any of the breaks listed on our site. We've got quite the variety. Would love to go back to BT Park this evening if possible. We have Rodney Hood of the Trailblazers, followed by Saban Lee RC of the Detroit Pistons. That going to Bradley. Jonas Valanciunas of the Grizzlies. That's number 188. That'll be going to Mr. CEO. Jay Crowder of the Miami Heat. LaMarcus Aldridge of the Spurs. That's number 104, and that's going to Mikey. Followed by another LaMarcus Aldridge, number 104, going to Mikey. And then a Fireworks, Karl Anthony Towns. And that's the Timberwolves. And that will be going to number 23, going to Lucas. Followed by another filler, the Ja Morant throwback. This is a nice card. And that's going to be number 7, and that's going to Sean. Jackson Hayes of the Pelicans, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Victor Oladipo, Sekou Doumbouya of the Pistons, and now we have one pack left in this break.
That Ja Morant throwback's going between 10 and 28.
Magic Johnson of the Lakers, Kevin Love of the Cavs, Karis Lever of the Nets, and Freeney Hardaway going to of the Orlando Magics, Marquise Chris of the Warriors, Matisse Thybulle of the 76ers, followed by a Hilo Obi Toppin, Knicks RC, and a second one, Obi Toppin, Knicks RC. Both of those going to Lucas. Then a Joel Embiid Fireworks card. That is going to be going to Rich. Followed by Gary Harris of the Nuggets, Devontae Graham of the Hornets, Tim Duncan of the Spurs. That's number 30, and that's going to Dominic.
That Obi Toppin Silver Prizm is going between 37 and 56.
Oh, wow.
Actually, one sold for 82. So,
and they're both silver prisms.
Well, I think one is silver. Are they both hollow?
It looks like it. I could be reading it wrong, but
maybe. All right.
Alrighty. We will run through the hits of the evening. We'll start with the veterans hits. Then we're going to just run down all the serials. Then we'll do our rookie review. Joel Embiid of the 76ers going to Rich. The Eric Paschall, Kevin Looney. Red going to Chad. The Downtown Donovan Mitchell going to Ronnie. The Red Paul Millsap of the Nuggets going to Mike. Luka of the Dallas Mavericks going to Jax. Another Luka Doncic Fireworks going to Jax. The Downtown Kyle Lowry. That's with the Toronto Raptors going to Jordan. The Downtown Jimmy Butler going to Lucas. The Fearless Kyrie Irving going to Mr. CEO. The Widescreen Anthony Davis. That's the Lakers going to Jen. The Red Kevin Love going to Jax.
These are all the normal ones. These are the fancy ones.
Alrighty.
And they're in order
Of
the serial number.
Okay. First off, Tim Duncan going to Dom. Then we have the Bradley Beal going to Dom as well, followed by a Jabari Parker, and that is number 0, ending in 0 as well, going to Dom. The Nemanja Bjelica, that's number 0, going to Dom. Tyus Jones, number 21, going to Donald, followed by another Tyus Jones, that one 21, going to Donald as well. The Tyrese Halliburton RC, ending in 2, that's going to Brian, followed by Jameis Ramsey, number ending in 3, going to Lucas. Then we have the Shabazz Napier, 193, going to Lucas. Rudy Gay, that is number 4. That's going to Mikey. LaMarcus Aldridge, number 4, going to Mikey. Another LaMarcus going to Mikey as well. Followed by Derek White going to Mikey as well. We have the Jake Layman, number 245, going to Chad. Buddy Hield of 36 going to Chad. Then we have the 106 Josh Jackson. That's going to Chad as well. Jaden McDaniels RC number 277 going to Sean. The Kevin Garnett 187 going to Sean as well. Jonas Valanciunas of the Grizzlies. That's 188 going to Mr. CEO. Anthony Edwards, RC 258 going to Mr. CEO. Xavier Tillman, RC 299 going to Bradley. And now we're going to jump into the colored cards. We have the red Marvin Bagley going to number 172 going to Brian. The fireworks Karl Anthony Towns, number 23 going to Lucas. The Shabazz Napier of the Wizards, that is number 46 out of 49 going to Chad. Then we have DeMar DeRozan, 49 out of 125 going to Bradley. All right, our rookie rundown right now. Patrick Williams of the Bulls going to Dan. Josh Green of the Mavs going to Jax. Tyrell Terry of the Mavs going to Jax. Peyton Pritchard of the Celtics going to Jen. Saban Lee of the Pistons going to Bradley. Malachi Flynn of the Raptors going to Jordan. Jordan Nwora of the Bucks going to Brian. Jalen Smith of the Suns going to Lucas. And Kira Lewis Jr. of the Pelicans going to Lucas as well. All right, now let's look at the hits. All right, we have 2 Obi Toppins right there. Those are going to be going to Lucas with the next. Those are silver hollows right there. Those are nice hits. The Ja Morant throwback, that is of the Memphis Grizzlies. That was a filler. That was number 7 going to Sean. Then we have the Kevin Durant blue, 61 out of 199 going to Mr. CEO. The Malachi Flynn rookie signatures, that's going to Jordan right there. Then we have the Robert Woodard, the second rookie signatures that we will be randomizing between the serial fillers right after this. And then we have the Zion Williamson throwback. That's of the Pelicans going to Lucas. And came in like a LaMelo Ball of the Charlotte Hornets, and that will be going to Dr. D. Whew.
Crazy.
Alrighty. But now to randomize the Robert Woodard. Let's get this going. All right. How many times are we going to run this randomization? Let's see. Of course it's off the screen.
I Told you.
even with the new box idea. There we go. 6 times on this randomization.
It's got a satisfying sound to it, though.
It does. Let's begin the giveaway.
I like the innovation.
And 1 round left. Let's see who's going to get this card. It is going to Mikey. Mikey is the winner of the Robert Woodard rookie signatures of that serial randomization. And that is the end of break 5-5.